Steve and I have been thinking a lot lately about the plans for the coming year. We have a year-long visa, and it finally got into place exactly the way it was supposed to after a couple of trials and fails. And so our visa ends at the end of December of this year, 2024. The children's school ends the first couple of days of July, and we have our lease in effect until the end of August. So those are some key dates. A lot of stir has been going on here in Thailand. You can find videos about it in a lot of different places. But the net is there are some tax law changes in Thailand, and I think it has to do, I've been told it has to do with the fact that there are certain loopholes for both Thai citizens and expats coming in to bring in a bunch of money, bring a bunch of money into Thailand untaxed by Thailand at all. And if you call it savings and you say you didn't make it in this calendar year, then historically you've been able to use that money. So what folks apparently are doing is putting a bunch of money into a savings account in a tax, maybe more tax advantaged place like Singapore, letting it accumulate during the course of the year, and then they'll bring it into Thailand, and that way they don't end up having to pay any kind of an income tax here, maybe on work that they've done here or work that they've done while here. So we're not doing that. This is, we have savings that we're living off of, and but apparently, just because it is real savings doesn't mean that it's looked at in any kind of a different way. And so at this point, it's very unclear as to if we will end up having to pay taxes on anything that we bring into Thailand. And if we do have to pay taxes over and above our U.S. taxes, that makes Thailand a lot less attractive to us as a place to stay. Now, just doing a quick back of the envelope, it looks like we might actually have to pay about 10% on anything that we bring into Thailand. And there are lots of different ways to get money here. You can use your credit cards from the U.S. and pay those bills in the U.S. Is there any way that the Thai government knows that you've spent money there? A lot of people move money in on Western Union or Revolut or Wise, and those apps have started asking more questions about what you're doing with the money. It's unclear as to whether the Thai government will be looking at money brought in that way. But what is definitely known is any money that you bring into your Thai bank account will be noted by the Thai government. So many people, maybe most people who come here, have to have some kind of a visa which forces you to put a certain amount of dollars, or baht in this case, into a Thai bank account. So in our case, I think for Steve and me, we at the time maybe needed to have $27,000 and just stuck it in our Thai bank account and thought, well, we'll live off of that money for a while, and then we'll just top up the account next year when we needed to have the money in again for the next time, because it's 1-year visa. So each time you get a visa, there's either a month before or a couple of months before, or maybe 6 months before you get your visa, you end up having to have a certain amount of money in this Thai bank account. So for us, because we're on a non-O education piggyback, we don't even know what it's called, visa, we have to have 500,000 baht each. But folks that are on a retirement visa need to have 800,000 each. So it's a chunk of money. So all of that is to say that you need to bring money in, and if you have to have it in a Thai bank account, then of course the Thai government knows that the money is in the Thai bank account, and they end up taxing you depending on what taxes are in your home country, the additional. So for instance, we have friends who are Canadian, and because Canadian taxes are much higher, they know that if they stayed longer, they wouldn't have to pay any Thai taxes, because the income taxes in Canada are higher than the Thai taxes. In the United States, there's lots of extra things that you have to pay for, like health insurance, and college is a lot more expensive, etc. But your taxes are lower. So I've heard it said that it's kind of a wash. The same amount of money goes out. of your pocket. It's just now for us, the Thai government isn't going to take into consideration the fact that we have to pay for health insurance out of pocket rather than, other countries that have it included in their tax dollars. So at this point, we're not sure what we're going to do next year. Steve and the kids want to stay. Our visa goes until the end of the year. I, for my part, always like to be thoughtful about what the best move is. So I'm taking a look at options to see if it makes sense for us to stay in Thailand, either up to that 180 days, because if you're in Thailand, I think it's 180 days. It's somewhere 180, I think it's 180. If you're in Thailand 179 days, doesn't matter, you're not going to be taxed. If we might stay till the end of our visa, we might go another school year. But unfortunately, a lot of people are asking questions about how this new taxation system works, and there are people whose whole job it is to figure out taxes here in Thailand that really are hopeful that things are going to get clearer and that the Thai government isn't going to impose these taxes on folks who are here and potentially lose a lot of people coming in to live here. But at this point, it's very unclear. So we'll try to figure that out and take a look at options if it does not go our way and see what happens going forward.